Motor Park in Doncaster for round one at the Acerbis Amateur Nationals. The track was bone dry when we came here last night on Friday. Heavy rain overnight, but it's looking good so far. The riders have just gone out for qualification, and we'll be bringing you some highlights of all the race action. With the first of our race action, and it's the Junior Open, and it is going to be 165. Ross Fagan who takes the whole shot there. Also 290. Matt Redmond getting a very good start there as the rest of the pack all come streaming through. Well, this is the race 4 on our race calendar. We had 3 races on the Saturday, very difficult conditions on the Saturday as well. Heavy rain on Friday night as we see our race leader 165 Ross Fagan leading the field through. But in race 1 on Saturday, it was 55 Ross Neville battling away with 215 Wayne Curry and 375 Steve Sobey, also up there in third place, but it was Neville who took the win. Well, as the rest of our field comes streaming through, just shows you how packed out all the classes are this weekend. The Acerbis Nationals really is a popular series now. It's firmly establishing itself as one of the largest in the UK as our leaders just come through there. Still 165 Ross Fagan leading the charge. Now let's go back to some of the results from race 2 on a Saturday. That saw 613 Neil Griffiths taking the win from 165 Ross Fagan, who's currently leading, and number 40 Ollie Rutter, who was in third. Neville coming in 4th. Well, 165 Fagan still your race leader, but Neville starting to breathe down his neck now, so the pressure definitely on Fagan as the rest of the field start screaming through the second turn area. Track looks incredibly good condition here. We got here on the Friday and it was perfect conditions, and then heavy overnight rain, which seems to be affecting so many events this year. Made difficult conditions on the Saturday, but we woke up on Sunday morning and the track looking really good today. Well, 55 now. Neville has taken the lead away from Fagan, but look at Fagan trying to push through back again on the inside. A great battle developing between these two. Matt Redmond, number 290, who got a good start, sitting in third position at the moment as the rest of the field come down towards us, and you can just see the choice of lines there. That's a good thing about Fat Cat's motor circuit. A lot of choice lines. Some circuits just get one deep rut going through a corner, it's very one-lining, but this circuit really did open up a lot of options, which was very fortunate because conditions and the ruts were very difficult this weekend. Well, going back to the Saturday results, it was 55 Ross Neville, who's currently leading at the moment as he comes flying through the air past the camera, who took the win from Jordan Toland with Neil Griffiths in third. And that was a very difficult race for everybody in the third block. Incredibly deep ruts, even on the faces of the jumps. So hats off to any riders who got around, let alone took overall top honours on that race. Well, as we look at the rest of the field as they come screaming through our camera position, everybody's still bunched up at the moment. As we get back towards the second turn area, it is still Ross Neville, number 55, 165 Fagan going through there in second position. Number 290 Matt Redmond just going through as well. Now just watch that guy there in the pink, that's 105 Jordan Toland. Now Jordan Toland is on the move at the moment and he's working his way through the field. Didn't get the best of starts in this one, but he's really starting to put on the pressure now on our leading group of riders. As you can see now, the rest of the field starting to get stretched out now here. Some riders go up and one rider just finding a very precarious place to park up. Bit of a drop down that side of the bank as well, and you can see a lot of standing water as well, so I don't want to go rolling down there. Back with our leaders over the far side of the circuit though. Ross Neville to the inside, but look at the drive that Fagan got. Back around the outside, retaking the lead as Redmond goes through, and there is Toland now coming through. The 105 machine into 4th position. So definitely getting the climb up on the leaderboard now. Well, this is the order they are sitting now, probably at the end of the 2nd lap, but as they push through towards the end, it will be 105 Jordan Toland who will take the win from 165 Ross Fagan. In 3rd place, it will be Ross Neville. The riders would then go on to have another race after this one, and it would be Jordan Toland again taking the win. 55 Ross Neville in 2nd position, and 375 Steve Sobey in 3rd position. But at the end of the weekend, it would be Ross Neville taking overall honours with Neil Griffiths in 2nd position, Jordan Toland in 3rd, and Ross Fagan taking 4th position. Jack Gotts will take 5th, and Wayne Curry will come in 6th position. So fantastic racing all weekend from the Junior Open. So let's just clarify those results for the weekend, and it is 55 Ross Neville taking the win from 613 Neil Griffiths, Jordan Toland in 3rd. Let's have a quick chat with Ross Neville.
Yeah, good weekend. Yeah, struggled today, mind with arm pump, but yesterday was good. Track was really rough. Last race yesterday, same again today. It was rough, but overall done good.
So our next race we're going to be taking a look at is the Over 50s Vets, sponsored by Roberts Plant, and it's 65 Rob Prosser getting a good start there. Also look for riders like Chris Brown, Rob Lewis, Simon Bracey and Rob Glynn. So Rob Prosser, your early leader there with 971. Chris Brown there, also there, starting to breathe down his neck. 147 Steve Lyons also in the mix, and 452 Simon Bracey. Our rest of our field comes streaming through. Oh, 2 riders just getting tangled up in front of us. But let's bring you up to speed on the weekend's results. In race 1 and the over 50s on Saturday, it was 971 Chris Brown from 120 Rob Glynn in 2nd position. In 3rd it was 147 Steve Lyons, and in 4th position it was 65 Rod Prosser, the guy who was currently leading just a minute ago. In race 2 it was 65 Rob Prosser from 971, Chris Brown in 2nd position, 120 Rob Glynn was in 3rd position, and in 4th it was Rob Lewis, number 208. As our riders come back around the first turn area, you say the sun's shining now. Great to see it so far this year. A lot of meetings been cancelled this year, and as you can see, this was a couple of weeks ago at Fat Cats Motor Park, and the track conditions absolutely perfect here. In race 3 on Saturday, which was an absolute grueler, one of the final races of the block yesterday, very deep ruts out there, it was 65 Rob Prosser who took the win with 452 Simon Bracey in 2nd position, 208 Rob Lewis was in 3rd, and 971 Chris Brown in 4th position. Well, as our new race leader, 971 Chris Brown, comes into view, Chris will go on to win this one with 65 Rob Prosser in 2nd and Rob Lewis in 3rd. In the next race, the 5th race for these guys, it will be 65 Rob Prosser taking the win, giving him the overall. 971 Chris Brown will cross the line in 2nd, and Simon Bracey will come in 3rd position. So as our race leader 971 Chris Brown passes through our camera position, the overalls for the weekend were as follows. It was 65 Rob Prosser taking the win First overall for the weekend with 971, Chris Brown taking second. Simon Bracey was third overall. Fourth was Rob Lewis, and in fifth position was Rob Glynn.
Yeah, it was good. Very hard day for us over 50s, obviously. But the track was mint. I think my endurance skills in the winter paid off today. Just picking some tidy lines and staying on it really.
MX1 is next up, and this is sponsored by Paradise Motocross Holidays of Spain, and this delivered some very fast and furious racing all weekend, which certainly kept the crowd entertained. 93 Kieran Malloy getting the whole shot there. But as they move over to the far side of the circuit, number 40 Kyle Lane is the new race leader, with number 2 James Lassou in second. 93 Kieran Malloy, who got that whole shot, dropping down to third position. And number 2 James Lassou takes no time in moving up to the front of the field as we bring you up to speed on the weekend's results for this class. In race 1 on Saturday, it was the man that is leading currently. It was number 2 James Lassou from 237, Ben Rice in second position. In third position was number 40 Kyle Lane, and 315 Lewis Meadows in fourth. In race 2, it was number 68 Josh Bentley who came into the mix and took the win from 161 Andy Wilson. Third was 315 Lewis Meadows, and fourth was number 56 Edward Briscoe. Race 3 would see another win for 68 Josh Bentley, with 56 Edward Briscoe taking second, number 2 James Lassou in third, and 315 Lewis Meadows in fourth, so proving to be very consistent this weekend for Lewis Meadows. And in race 4, the one we are currently looking at, and you've probably just noticed him just explode out of the corner there, number 68 Josh Bentley will go on to take the win in this one from number 2 James Lassou. Lewis Meadows 315 in third, and Andy Wilson in fourth. Go into the final race of the day, and again it would be 68 Josh Bentley taking the win from number 2 James Lassou in second, Edward Briscoe taking third, Andy Wilson taking fourth. Well, as our riders just come through our camera position, you can still see James Lassou, number 2, still in the lead there, but you can see Josh Bentley moving into the mix with Luke Meadows. Let's have a look at how the overall results stacked up. First overall on the weekend was number 68 Josh Bentley. Second overall was number 2 James Lassou. 315 Lewis Meadows taking third. In fourth position was number 56 Edward Briscoe, and in fifth position 161 Andy Wilson. Sixth overall on the end of the weekend was number 40 Kyle Lane. Winner on the weekend, number 68 Josh Bentley.
Well, the track was rough, mate. Yeah, I only lived 10 minutes away, so it was all good.
Next up is the 125cc two-stroke class, a very popular class with some seriously fast racing. These guys pinned all around the circuit. Well, it was 54 Dylan Spencer getting the whole shot there, two riders going down towards the back of the circuit, but both would get safely up onto their feet. As we now move over to the far side of the circuit, and a new leader, 155 Sammy Beresford, taking the lead away from 54 Dylan Spencer, as the rest of the field literally do come screaming through. These 125 machines absolutely pinned all the way around here. Great sound as they come through. Well, Sammy must have made a bit of a mistake, as Dylan Spencer comes back into view as our race leader right over the very far side of the circuit. So let's have a look at how their battles played out over the weekend. In race 1 for the 125s, it was 211 Max Ingham who took the win from 54 Dylan Spencer, who's currently leading at the moment in this one. Then in third position was 98 Marshall Smith, and in fourth was Kane Rumble. Race 2 again, it was another win from Max Ingham, number 211, Kane Rumble taking second, Dylan Spencer in third, and in fourth position 155 Sammy Beresford. In race 3 it was 211 Max Ingham again taking the win from 98 Marshall Smith, Stu Owen number 703 taking third. Race 4, which is the race that we are currently showing a bit of footage from, again 211 Max Ingham taking the overall, and 54 Dylan Spencer taking second, 292 Ash Harland in third, and 155 Sammy Beresford in fourth position. They would then move on to another race after this, race 5 on the programme for these guys, and again no surprise, 211 Max Ingham taking the win from 54 Dylan Spencer in second. Third place went to 511 Jasper Uphill, and fourth went to 703 Stu Owen. So the weekend's overalls for the 125 class, 211 Max Ingham with 200 points. Second overall went to Dylan Spencer, number 54. Third overall went to 703 Stu Owens. Fourth overall went to 155 Sammy Beresford, and unfortunately Max Ingham making his way home early, so we didn't get a chance to have a chat with him at the end of the day. Right, we're now going to have a look at the over 40s vets, and this is combined with the women's MX, and this is sponsored by CCM Racing. Well, the over 40s will be the first gate drop, followed by the women's just a few seconds later. And you can see Chelsea Gowland getting a very good start there to the inside. Over to the far side we go, and I've got a number 20 at the front, but not on my paperwork, so I can't tell you who he is at the moment. 167 Dave Dunn also up there, along with number 17 A.D. Bradley. Well, Chelsea Gowland comes storming through at the front of the women's MX, followed by number 21 Tanisha Thomas, and 491 Nadia Jones there in third position, as they all come screaming through for our ladies. In race 1 for our over 40s vets, it was 739 Danny Blakely taking the win from 212 Richard Collins in second, and then in third position number 17 A.D. Bradley. And as she comes flying into view, it was number 47 Chelsea Gowland in the women's motocross, followed by 461 Nadia Jones and number 21 Tanisha Thomas, literally as they come through our camera position as well. That was the race order for race 1. In race 2 for the over 40s vets, Richard Collins took the win from 739 Danny Blakely, this time coming in second position. Third was number 13 Glenn Bixby. In the ladies, it was 47 Chelsea Gowland once again, but 461 Nadia Jones there in second place, and then the number 21 machine of Tanisha Thomas in third. We then move on to race 3, and it was a win for 212 Richard Collins, 739 Danny Blakely in second, and third was number 17 A.D. Bradley. For the ladies, it was 47 Chelsea Gowland once again, Nadia Jones taking second, and again in third position number 21 it was Tanisha Thomas. Race 4, which is the race that we are currently showing in the background, it was 212 Richard Collins taking the win from 739 Danny Blakely. Number 17 A.D. Bradley will take third. The ladies, no surprise again, Chelsea Gowland, number 47, taking the win. Second went to 461, Nadia Jones, and again in third position, number 21, Tanisha Thomas. They then moved on to one more race after this, and no surprise at the front for the over 40s, it was Richard Collins. Second, Adi Bradley. Third went to 739, Danny Blakely. Securing her maximum this weekend, 47, Chelsea Gowland in the ladies, but this time moving up into second was number 21, Tanisha Thomas, and Nadia Jones having to settle for third in race 5. So the overall, starting with the women's first, it was Chelsea Gowland with that maximum and 200 points. Nadia Jones took second overall on the weekend, with number 21 Tanisha Thomas taking third overall. We'll just confirm those results shortly and have a quick chat with Chelsea Gowland.
Situation before Chelsea.
Yeah.
How are you? You broke your wrist, didn't you, last year?
No, broke my ankle halfway through the season whilst winning 2 championships. So yeah, that was really disappointing. So I'm glad to come back now. I'm on a brand new Honda thanks to Redline Motorcycles. Last year I ran a 5-year-old Honda, so that makes a lot of difference. Yeah. So yeah, this weekend's been really good. Just been getting out front. I had a nice lead every race and just been riding my own race.
Overalls for the over 40s vets, and it was Richard Collins taking first overall from Danny Blakely and Aid Bradley in third. Let's have a quick word with Richard Collins.
Yeah, it was good. I preferred it rough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Slowed things down a bit.
Slowed things down, yeah. Was it quite smooth on it in the morning?
Yeah, it was flat out, absolutely flat out, yeah. But yeah, it doesn't last that long. It soon gets very rough on me.
We will now have a look at the 250cc 2-stroke open class, sponsored by Manchester Motorcycles, and it's a very fast starting 999 Richard Cannons as they hit the second turn, with 63 Ollie Benton on the inside, and also up there number 293 Ryan McLean, and that's their order as they go over the far side of the circuit as well. Looks like Ollie Benton just moving up into first position. One rider just getting stuck on that corner in front of us, having to frantically kick and start the machine, but he's away he goes. So let's have a look how the weekend stacked up for these guys. It's no number on his machine actually. Jamie Jackson took the win in race 1. You'll see him, there he goes, just through the camera position on that KTM machine. 999 Richard Cannons took second, and third went to 293 Ryan McLean. In race 2 it was 999 Richard Cannons who got the better measure of the guys, and second went to 293 Ryan McLean, and third went to Jamie Jackson. And look at this for an absolutely battle royal here. Cannons on the middle, McLean on the inside, and Jackson trying round the outside. Nothing between those 3 riders. So these guys having an absolutely fantastic battle out here. This is action from race 4. We'll get to the overall results for this one in a moment. In race 3 it was Jamie Jackson taking the win from Ryan McLean and Richard Cannons in third, as we look at some of the rest of our field just coming through here, and was proven to be a very exciting race. As this terrific dogfight comes back towards us, Jackson in the lead at the moment, Cannons on the inside. I'll give you the results from race 4. It was Jamie Jackson who's going to take the win in this one from Richard Cannons. Ryan McLean will take third, Ollie Benton will take fourth in this one. In race 5 it's going to be Richard Cannons taking the win from Jamie Jackson, Ryan McLean taking third. The overalls were a win for Jamie Jackson, Richard Cannons in second, 293 Ryan McLean. So let's go and have a quick word with our winner, Jamie Jackson.
Yeah, not so bad. Only booked in on Friday, we weren't planned to come, just thought late entry and just had it done, yeah?
Yeah, hard going on a 2-stroke round now.
Yeah, it's hard going, the track's brutal, it's really cold.
Yeah.
But it's once you get going you can get in a flow, but it's keeping the flow what's the hard bit.
MX2 up next, and this is sponsored by Craig's Motorcycles. Well, it's number 40 Jamie Wainwright getting the whole shot with number 3 Robbie Dyson keeping him company there as the fields come screaming through. So as your race leader, Robbie Dyson, number 3, comes into view. Let's give us a rundown of how their weekend went. In race 1 it was number 3 Robbie Dyson taking the win from number 40 Jamie Wainwright, and in third number 7 Corey McShane. In race 2, again number 3 Robbie Dyson taking the win, number 40 Jamie Wainwright in second position. This time in third position 448 Denny Rapson moving up into third. In race 3 it was Robbie Dyson taking the win from Jamie Wainwright, again in second position. This time in third position 372 Mitchell Meadows. Race 4 that we're looking at, and going for the maximum, number 3 Robbie Dyson looking good in this one, and 40 Jamie Wainwright in second. Number 448 Denny Rapson moving up into third. They then had to go out and do it all again one more time after this one, and again number 3 Robbie Dyson from Jamie Wainwright in second place, 448 Denny Rapson in third. So the overalls for the weekend, no surprise, getting that maximum. Number 3 Robbie Dyson taking first overall. Second overall went to Jamie Wainwright with 190 points. Third overall went to 448 Danny Rapson. Fourth overall went to Scott Hamilton, and fifth overall went to 372 Mitchell Meadows. Let's go and have a quick chat with our winner, Robbie Dyson.
Start to the championship for you.
Yeah, it was good. I'm actually only doing this one round, but it's good for. I mean, it's always good to come to these races. They're really good events, really well run events. So yeah, it's always good to come in.
Obviously been working over the winter.
Yeah, I've been putting a lot of work in, doing my training with Fit for Racing. So yeah, I've been putting a lot of work in with the team, Rob Hooper Racing Yamaha. So yeah, it's just all coming together now.